Hey guys, it's been a long time. Sorry, had take a bit of time for myself and stuff like that. But back, try to do videos more often. If you're all waiting too long, sorry about that. Anyway, as you can see today, I'm gonna be reviewing Higurashi, one I've really been looking forward to for a while. Um, this series has been around for a while. It's based off a game light novel series for by I always forget how to I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ryukushi07. This is way back when, and it was turned into an anime. And I forget shortly after I think it became manga. So I'm just gonna focus on the manga for now and talk a little bit about the series at the series as a whole at the end. And as you can kind of see, I've had this one for a while and it's been through the ringer. And it's mainly because I've read it so much and I love it. It's such a good series. For any fans into horror. So, but if anybody you don't know, the basic plot revolves around a group of friends in a small town at the edge of Japan called Hinamizawa, and the bizarre events that happen there. Mainly murders and disappearances that happen every year on the event of their cotton drifting festival, and everything that unfolds from then on. That's pretty much the basic plot. I don't want to give away too much in case anybody hasn't read this or watched it or anything. Um, yeah, it's a really good one. It's a really great horror thriller mystery series that I highly suggest if anybody's into any of that. Um, but back to the manga. One of the things I really love about it is, well, for the manga anyway, like every single arc, as you can see, it says up there, abducted by demon arc. This is the first arc. Um, art is by Karen Suzugari for this arc, but every single arc after this, except for a couple others that have continuation arcs, are done by different artists. Like there's one arc that starts off with one artist, and then there's a continuation of a little backstory to that arc, done by the same person. And yeah, I really love. So I can't really give much of an opinion on the art. Individually, I could. I don't want to sit here and take up too much time about all them. But I really like um, the art in this one, the first arc. And then let's see. And let's see, what's the good one? I think it's Killing Curse arc. I really like that one. And pretty much all the art is pretty unique. It gives their own nice little spin on each different on the characters and creates their own little imprints of that particular arc. And I think it's really nice. Um, let's see. Now, as I was saying, this is a horror thriller, mystery kind of series, but also a lot more than that. Um, one of the main characters, a lot of the main characters are all, at least the main characters are all female, young girls. Are all drawn in a very cute style. And when you first read it, if you didn't actually went into this blind from without seeing some of the cover or things like that, you think this is just your average kind of cute moe type thing, and then you get into it and it just slowly starts to unravel, and in this really organic and kind of seamless way, and it's so good. And I don't and that's one of the things I think that I first led me to really liking this series. I should probably preface this is a series that I actually got into first through the anime, and I found the manga later on. And I haven't finished it like I have with some of my last ones. I'm only up to volume 13, working to change that like the rest of them. And I just wow, it's still got a great thing set up, and I love how everything unfolds so naturally and just so creepily. It's such a good series for anybody that really loves this kind of stuff. Um, I have to say, like, just at least from the manga perspective and like everything, it can be pretty wordy at times. Just heads up. And if you get into it and get really into it, kind of be ready for a lot of twists and turns and trying to pay attention. You know, obviously, if you're really into that, because it gets a little confusing with some of the more like supernatural things. Like you have to really be ready for that. But I think it's really worth all the little trouble and like length it is. It's so good, so good. Yeah. So it's not like a Junji Ito series where it's just like one and done. This is like a long, full thing, but it's so good. Um, my final thoughts is, for, at least from the manga, I really enjoyed it so far, and I can't wait to continue on with it. And for anybody that's I keep repeating myself, don't I? Let's see. And I'm just gonna say a few things about like the series as a whole from the anime. I've never played the games it's based off, so I can't really speak that. But the series as a whole, I think, is like really cool. It's kind of gone from like one of those underground things that, if you know, you know, to much more of a iconic kind of like series in the world of horror manga and anime, with like the arrival of the newest season that turned out to be continuation of the original. I think that's really cool. Just like the story of how it's like started and now it's become kind of this incredible iconic horror manga and anime. That's pretty much all I want to say. I'd love to say more. Maybe I'll say more in like a separate kind of video once I get the chance. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.